very large hands, very large hands. But the lines are very interesting. Whether the hands be large, small, in structure, it doesn't that much matter. We have to see the other things on the hand. So many people say, I have very large hands. Am I very unique? Or have I very small hands? Am I very unique? No, because that's like what you say. That is the size. We have to see the structure and the lines and the thumb, which are the most important things. So first of all, we see this hand is very broadly structured. We see Venus Mount is standing out. This person very much love to give to the world. This person, he cannot betray anyone. It's not in his nature. It's like literally in his nature he cannot betray anyone. He also has good Mercury lines which show healing. This is the type of person. I don't know how he is in the group. There was not much information for me in the how I searched because I'm not into K-pop as such. So I was just again I'm just going to say that I only know that he's from that Tomorrow X Tomorrow group, and that his birthday was I think in 2000. So in 2000, yeah. So he's like going to be 21 in December. Now this person's hand, it shows early success, but it shows that this person hesitated a bit before entering the industry. This is because we see that this is the headline and lifeline, and they are slightly joined at the start. So a bit of hesitance. But then we see along with that line, the Jupiter line is going here. So it is like taking over the lifeline when the lifeline separates. And this is like around the age of 18. At the similar point, we see this line. You see this line? It's also starting at 18. But with that, it's not sorry. It's not starting at 18. It's starting because this is the lower hand. It's starting at a very young age, which shows a desire to go into the limelight because it's coming from Mount Moon. But here we see it's the fate line is islanded. There is a big island in the fate line which shows confusion, and this is what I've seen many times that the island on the head and fate line, it's only on the head, not on the headline, but usually on either or both of these spots shows a lot of confusion in what I want to do because fate is the path which you are taking in life, not the path destined for you, the path you are taking in life. Because palmistry is when the lines from our when our nerves send signals to our hands. We are constantly thinking all the time. We are thinking about something. So what happens is, and we use our hands a lot. So what happens is these hands which are used a lot, they're not only there for usage, but basically you could say that even now, like man was there, when man was born, he needed to survive, right? So he picked up something and he used that to survive. So the hand has been played as the most used, I would say, body part, yeah, of the without the mind and hand combination. And we see this is what brings the greatest achievements in life. The greatest instruments were born, the greatest everything was born. So again, the path of life is what you choose. Basically, sorry, I'm bringing back to the topic that you will see that there will be two people now. The person who started the fire, there will be many people who will try to start the fire. There will be many people, when fire was found, there will be many people who would be like, fire cannot be found anywhere. And there will be this person who tries and tries to make the fire, various methods he fails. Then there will become this person who gets a bit lucky by starting the fire, and then gets to known as the person who started the fire in the village. Because but it could be the same person who was trying to start the fire for so long to prove people wrong. It could be the same person who was trying to tell people the Wright brothers that people can fly. So this is like our mind is first there, then it happens. That's why many people confuse palmistry with luck. Luck is a very broad aspect. And if we were to go into that, this video would go in hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and you will be like, why did this guy bait me into this? Moving on. So as I was saying, this was showing confusion that he didn't know what to do. So there, and again, as I said, that everyone there had the chance to light the fire. But this person was hesitant. He was a hesitant one. He believed there was a chance to go into music. He believed he has a talent because he's a young age. He's very relatively young. And then we see that then at this point is the point 18, and here we see that it is separating here. This thing is separating here. The fate line, Mercury line. Look at the lines which are separating. The fate line, the sun line, the Mercury line. All are separating. And then at this point, we will also see at around the age of, I would say, let me just say here, this will be, it's a bit This will be 21. So we see at 21, oh my God, he's going to be 21 in December. Yeah. So next year he will have a potential relationship, because this is usually showing a relationship line. So there will be a very potential relationship. If it works out or not, that will be up to a bit of fate, because what do you say? I need to see the other person's hand for that. But we will see if it works out or not. I will say one thing, that the relationship he will take very seriously, because if a relationship you take seriously, the line will appear for that. If you take a relationship as time pass, if you like even try for it and it doesn't work out, and it is deemed time pass, or it's a part-time relationship, it's a short-term relationship, then the line won't show at all, because your psyche is telling you that it's so. Even if the love is not returned, this person will still consider this an important relationship, a good relationship, a good for him. Like I got to experience a breakup, but he found true love for a while. Then we see that there's a line here. Now this line is very important, because I think this line is showing a very long-term relationship at a young age. Because I don't know if do these people, do these K-pop idols, they marry in the mid-20s? I never heard of something like that. But again, there will be a very long-term relationship happening at 25, because it's entering the hand at 25. So he at 25, 24, 25, 26. These are the ages where a long-term relationship will be there, which will last for a while. If even if marriage, if they do marriage, then because I don't know that much about the this K-pop idol culture, so yeah, it could be a marriage as well. If there was any other person, he would come to me and ask when I'm getting married. I would say at 25. So basically, that's what I'm saying. And then we see that this marriage will be, I think, the marriage will be to someone in the industry, another K-pop idol, because we see that it is like entering here. I forgot to draw it all the way, sorry. And then this line is rising, even though this line is rising at 30. This will mean that yeah, this could happen. Yeah, sorry, I have to go back to everything. This could mean that if they don't marry, they will meet at 25 and marry at 30. This could be it. If we can not give an exact estimation, but it would be like marrying at the basic information is 25, marriage at 30. It could be a bit earlier, like meeting at 24, marriage at 29. So you get the estimate. So yeah, because when this line rises towards Saturn, it shows stability. Saturn is the amount of stability. So what is stability? Marriage. That is when you promise the other person for life, right? So that this is what is most likely to happen. And then the line is going stronger over time. So that means that the children are coming to the world, and they are helping this person rise up. This person is, as I said, he's very loving and caring. There are also Mars lines here. I forgot to do them. So this person is very caring, and he achieves a lot of support from people. This could be outside support shown by these lines. This could be inside support. So basically, this person not only helps people, but he gets helped in return. So this is a person who is naturally inclined to get help in return. People like to help this guy. And this is also because of these healing lines. He is a person, if he cannot see anyone in trouble, like he cannot see anyone sad, he cannot see anyone lonely, he will reach out to that person. No matter what class of the person is, no matter what status, no matter if the person is his employee in the future, or he or the employer, he cannot stand sadness. So he could be a prankster type person. I don't know fully, but he is a very loving and caring person from heart. Like we can be outwardly as much, but the caring and everything, that will be shown by the heart. This person is also very good in their career, because the heartline is mostly straight. So when the heartline is mostly straight, that means that the person is very, very, even though he's very helpful, caring, he is very well balanced. Like he won't let his personal life or emotions of others cloud his judgment and make him make irrational decisions. He will be very to the point, very emotionally stable. And that's why I always say that heart lines, which are mostly straight and mostly the way this is shaped, that those kind of people, they have long-term success, because they know how to handle their emotions. They do. It's not like they're perfect. It could be that if they again, this person hand is not like this, but I'm telling of a person who will have a straight heartline, but if they feel like they've been betrayed or something, they will lash out. So that's just human nature. So that doesn't mean the person is perfect, but in majority of their life, they try to keep as their professional and personal lives as separate as possible, which leads to good decision making in the career. And then we see that the headline is also long. So this person shows a very rational person. We see that the headline is long, not and yeah, I would say it's long. It is long. It's going towards here. So it's going towards the mountain moon, not going towards too much downwards like this. So that means that this person is very how do you say this? Sorry, this person is creative, but he is not too much of a daydreamer. So what happens is this person is able to make everything practical, like make everything come to life. So that's why these people go into singing, dancing, etc., because they have the creativity, but they can also achieve that creativity practically. They can have practical achievements. This person is very, very, again, as I said, very, very open-minded. This is a philanthropic poem. We see the headline and lifeline, the headline and heartline are space. This is a heartline. This is a headline. There's a white space. So this person is very open to others. He loves listening to the advice of others in the way that maybe he won't follow that advice because, as I said, he keeps his professional and personal life separate. But he will consider that advice. So people reach out to him, like people see him, they're like, I want to just talk to you. So or they have some problem, I want to talk to this guy. So he has that kind of loving, caring personality, and that he is also well balanced enough that like he doesn't. Because sometimes we listen to the problems of others and we take it on ourselves. Like we feel it too. We feel like we also have this problem. Especially not like some minor cases, the other person doesn't want to see us happy, so he keeps telling us our problem. That is like in some aspects, we also in some societies that happens. Basically, I would say in every society it happens, but I mean that in some society, then there are groups, right? So in some friend groups, there will always be that person who's complaining he can't, because as Oscar Wilde said, I am not afraid of a friend who sees my success. I am afraid of a friend who cannot handle my success. No, I'm not afraid of. Sorry. This is very nice. I'm not afraid of a friend who is cannot sympathize with my failure, but I am afraid of that person who cannot empathize with my success. So those people are more dangerous. So, but this person, as I said, he even though has a large Venus mount, a moon mount, caring personality, this person can see through the lies of the others because there is a good heart line there. We also see a very there's a Jupiter line which I said that this person, when they realize their ambition, they put their all into that ambition, as most K-pop idols do. And then we see there's a cross also forming, which again I am saying this person, they will meet their life partner early on. It could be this person they're meeting in the early 20s at 21. It could even be 25. It could be that they'll meet this person. We see that the relationship line, this one is not that strong. Then this relationship line is stronger. So it could be even with the same person. Because this person, as I said, when people, as I said in the earlier part of the video, when this person has a lot of love to give and a lot of love is returned. So with that, it's no surprise that he has a cross on Jupiter, which shows, and a giant cross, which shows an extremely good match, where not only the people support each other, their parents support each other as well. Their parents will also like each other. The in-laws will get along. The guys who are newlyweds, they will also get along with the in-laws. It will be a domestically blissful marriage. And then we see that there's a phoenix eye here. So that shows basically the person is interested in the supernatural and spiritual, and might he not outwardly show this, but or maybe again with the Venus, usually it is the case when they do show it outwardly. But I mean that in the South Korean culture, I don't know how people show religion, because in the, if we say in a monotheistic faith, like if we say Christianity, so people will. I'm just giving an example. There are many examples like this. There are many monotheistic religions, but the person can be religious, but they might not be spiritual. The person can be spiritual, but not religious. So this person is at least spiritual. We know that this person, with the phoenix eye, with the rest of the hand, there is some spiritual connection to this person, because the way he empathizes with others, it cannot be done with any spirituality. And also, why I did a tick mark here is because that the person's thumb, the lower phalange, it's very hourglass shape. So this means he's very good in talking, a smooth talker, charmer type of personality, and he is he just leaves very good first impressions on people. He is also stubborn, but only, I will say, stubborn with his craft. He likes to be a perfectionist. So I won't say this negative stubbornness. I would say it's actually very positive stubbornness, that he's a perfectionist. But he, because of this Venus mount being large, he won't let that perfectionism make him, like, some people, they become too much perfectionist, they become critical of others. No, it will not let him, the love which he shows the world, it will not be impacted by his craft. So again, we see this person is very good in balancing his personal and professional life. We see all the points. Look at all the points which I'm connecting. I'm connecting the dots actually. So here we also see the fate line is going. Not only is the fate line going upward, very early in the 18 age. 18 was the age, I think 18 or 19 when he joined, or when TXT started. And then we see a brilliant sun line. All the lines of wealth, everything are going, starting from here. Like, again, I'm like, how is this person exceptionally lucky? Then I see He's a Sagittarius. So that explains a lot. So thank you so much for this reading. Any questions about his poem, uh, just comment down there and I'll get back to you. Also, thank you again to the person who recommended this video. He recommended another video. Now, I've read so many K-pop idols, I don't remember exactly which K-pop idol he recommended. I'll have to go down in the comments because the comments are also a lot nowadays. But thank you for that. He will remember who he recommended because he recommended this nice person. So thanks a lot. The recommendations are also very good by all of you because I'm seeing that there are so many things to know about which I did. I learned so much from this, not only from this poem, all majority of the K-pop idols, or I would say South Koreans, East Asians in general, because Asians in general, because we tend to, because for us success is very different from the Western world. For Western people, it's a very different concept for us, and that we will mostly discuss because, like, see, our path to success is an Asian path of success. The Asian problems, the Asian struggles, these will always be apart from the Western struggles. They might like try to empathize with us, but they cannot complete. Nor we can be with them, right? Because we have our own problems basically, and it could be called third world versus first world, but let's not narrow it down. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead.